Thanks for joining us for a special Mayor's Minutes here on CCX Media in recognition of 20 years of service as Mayor of Maple Grove for Mark Steffenson. Congratulations, Mark.
Thank you.
Let's talk a little bit about the role as mayor. Is it what you thought it would be? Take us back 20 years to what you thought being a mayor would be and how that's maybe changed and evolved over the years.
Well, you know, I was on the council before I became mayor, and so I thought I had some idea of what the mayor would be. In some part I was right, some part I was wrong. I think the one part where maybe I was wrong is it's certainly taken more time on a regular basis than I thought it would. You know, I thought as a city council member I was involved in a lot of different things. What I didn't realize is how many more things there were to be involved in and really the mayor needed to do when they were actually the mayor. And so that really was the biggest difference than I thought. I mean, the interactions with the council members I think stayed the same. The interaction with the business community was greater, but it sort of was what I expected it to be. But I think the biggest difference is the amount of time it took every week to deal with issues within the city that.
And why keep pushing on? Why, as you've seen, it's taken more time, does Mayor Steffenson continue to be Mayor Steffenson and want to be in this position?
You know, I think I've always said that when it's not fun anymore, I will quit, I'll be done. And I think that I've really enjoyed the time. I mean, obviously we've got to do a lot of very exciting things. I mean, obviously the city has developed wonderfully over the years. We added a downtown area, we added a city hall area, we added all the various sports facilities, other types of facilities within our community. And it's really been great to see the community grow and see where the community's been able to go.
How about governance? How has governance changed over the years since you started to today, especially in light of COVID, civil unrest, some of the other things that have occurred? Is being a mayor and being a council member and representing a city different than it was 20 years ago?
You know, I think it is in some respects. Some respects it stays the same. Mm-hmm. I mean, you certainly have created, you know, your friendships and relationships. I think that would be very typical. I think some of the collegiality is different than it used to be. I think with the advent of the internet and all of the various groups, that it's sometimes hard to really work on issues and work through issues with people to come to a really good conclusion without everyone from both ends of the spectrum attacking you. And I think that's the biggest difference.
You've mentioned development. Let's talk about two words, Medtech. What does that mean to you? Why has that been a key word for Maple Grove and you've been so behind it?
Well, I think it's been a great development for Maple Grove because it really brings high-paying jobs to our community. And you really look at who is here today and how we've really focused on bringing those companies to Maple Grove. We are the center of really the largest medtech area in the world. We have some of the greatest and best manufacturers here, whether it's Boston Scientific with their facility, Upshur Smith with their headquarters here, Teleflex, all the various smaller spin-off medtech companies that are growing and prospering here. It's really been great for our community, great for our residents, and it's something that we're going to continue to focus on.
One of the things we've talked so many times over the 20 years is about transportation. Tell me about transportation in Maple Grove and how that has been an important element of your being mayor.
Yeah, so I think that one of the biggest things is that people don't understand that we sort of have this mixture of roads. There are city roads, county roads, and federal state highways that come through Maple Grove. And really the funding mechanisms for all of them are different. I think one of the things that we as a council really focused on was trying to bring funding for what I'll call the county system through federal applications. So roads such as Bass Lake Road, County Road 30, Hemlock, Weaver Lake Road, 85th through the gravel mine area. All those roads were expanded into 4 lanes because we took the lead. We applied for federal dollars. We got federal dollars, and so the roads got expanded. Otherwise, you know, Bass Lake Road would still be the little 2-lane windy road, you know, through the farming community, and same for County Road 30. And I think that is something that we're really proud of.
How about people getting involved in Maple Grove on a volunteer basis? How has that been important to the evolution of the city? And do you think you've helped in that way in leading that and trying to foster that?
Well, I think that I have. I think I try to promote people to volunteer. I think it's a great way for people to get involved in their community and really give back to a community that's been good to them. We have wonderful volunteer organizations, whether it's the Rotary, the Lions Club, Maple Grove Community Organization, you know, Cross, which has grown over the years, really uses a lot of volunteers for their work. I really think that those type of entities, organizations really give back to the community and make our community a wonderful place to live.
Final question. What keeps you inspired now looking ahead? What are some of the goals you have as a mayor in the next 5 years, however many years you're going to continue to serve? Where do you need to and want to see the city go?
So I think the thing that I really would like to see, I don't know if it'll happen, is 16 to actually get completed.
We talked about that a few times.
Yes, a few times over 20 years.
Right.
It's been the same thing. It's still not done. It needs to be done. Just finish it. It's a very small project to finish it up. That needs to be done. I think the other areas I'd like to see us continue to prosper and grow is bring in more Medtech businesses. It helps the community prosper, and then continue to really sort of remodel and revamp things in the community as they sort of age out. I mean, a community center is a good example. I mean, it was a wonderful place 25 years ago. There are some things that we need to do and change there to make it better for our community. And those are the things that we need to focus on, and the things that I'm going to focus on.
Mayor Mark Steffenson, serving as mayor in the city of Maple Grove for 20 years. Congratulations, and thank you so much for your service. And we look to many more great years with the city of Maple Grove.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you. Learn more about The Connection at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.